Hello and welcome back to Hamstaku. By now I'm sure you've all heard that Microsoft bought Mojang, the company behind Minecraft. But what if what they bought isn't just the rights to one of the most popular games around, but also an entire generation of gamers? Each one of us has a prototypical game he compares all other games to. A game that exemplifies video games for them. Let's try something out. Close your eyes and picture a video game. Just a video game. I'm pretty sure depending on your age, you pictured a different game to represent all of gaming. For people around my age, that game might be Super Mario Bros. Or Tetris. If you're older, maybe it's Pac-Man, Space Invaders, or even Pong. A game that in your mind is the essence of video games. Now I would argue that for a big chunk of the current generation of gamers, that game is Minecraft. Games you play in your youth shape what you consider to be a game. Many aspects of games nowadays are implemented not necessarily because they are the best design decision, but because they are a tradition. Take lives for example. Lives still appear in many games nowadays, even though they don't really add much in most cases. But if you grew up with games like Super Mario Bros., lives are a part of video games' DNA, even though that concept originated from arcades, where it made a lot of sense. Same applies to concepts like levels, bosses, power-ups, etc. I mean, this is exactly the reason why some people don't consider certain games to be games. Because they don't fit into their template of what a game is. A template that in some cases is over 30 years old. Art forms can and should evolve, for it is a good thing. Minecraft is special because it rejects many of these norms. It's not about lives, levels, or set goals. It's a game that lets you express yourself in many different ways. A sandbox full of possibilities and a service that is constantly expanded both by the developers as well as by the fans. And children love it. When children play, they like telling their own stories. When we played with our action figures, they may have been based on established characters, but we would create our own adventures for them. Minecraft, more than any other game, allows you to tell your own stories and find your own fun. And you can do it with all of your friends. It is an inherently social experience. Now picture these children growing up and developing games themselves. If their template of a game is not Super Mario Bros., but Minecraft, what kind of games will they create? Games with set goals, levels, and extra lives? Probably not. I for one can't wait to see games by minds unclouded by these conventions. Now don't get me wrong, I like these conventions as much as the next guy. But isn't it exciting to think that we might someday have games that go in a totally different direction? And it doesn't mean that all games will be like Minecraft either. Consider games like Binding of Isaac, for example. That game takes a lot of inspiration from Legend of Zelda, but how similar is it really? It uses the template of one of the tadpole games to create something new and exciting. The same goes for the whole genre of roguelikes, come to think of it. All inspired by the same game, but all wildly different. And if this can be achieved by people who don't just try to emulate Minecraft, as many people nowadays do, but take the essence of Minecraft to create new exciting experiences, we are in for exciting times. These won't just be imitative works, mimicking the form without properly grasping the underlying reasons for success. But to go back to the original question, did Microsoft now buy this generation of gamers that may one day bring us new exciting games? A generation that sees games not as products, but as an experience, a service, a place to meet friends and have adventures together. Maybe even a place that can teach you things. Imagine Microsoft releasing Minecraft 2 in a couple of years, and milking it for all it's worth with add-ons and DLC costumes. Maybe these children will then see that the old Minecraft model of an ever-expanding experience is not the norm, but the exception, and games can actually be that way. Now I'm not saying this will happen, but it made me think, and I hope that Microsoft doesn't use their influence they now have with this generation of gamers to keep them from realizing the good they could do for the future of gaming. Mojang was a very special company. Notch once said that it doesn't exist to make money, but to create great games. A statement that sounds slightly ironic now, considering he owns more money than some cities. But don't you want future creators to have a company like that to look up to? Yes, I know companies exist to make money. I have an economic degree, I know how the world works. But games are a creative medium, and it's nice if the creators actually care more about their creation than about money. Look at the most influential movie directors, for example. Most of them are people who care more about the art than any financial benefit. Look at George Lucas, certainly a man that inspired many filmmakers. He went through hell to make the first Star Wars film and even accepted a contract that would ensure he would not get paid for his directorial work, because he believed in it and just wanted to get it made. In old interviews he always said that he considered himself a filmmaker, akin to a toy maker, and didn't want to ever become a businessman. Again, slightly ironic prospect. But people and companies like that are oftentimes the most influential, for they stand out as a beacon of hope that artistic merit is still appreciated in a world dominated by commerce and business decisions. Now you can think about Microsoft what you like, but recent trends indicate that they don't always have the customer's best interest in mind. There are reports of children learning rudimentary coding skills to develop their own mods for Minecraft. How amazing is that? Big companies usually don't include modability into their games nowadays. There are exceptions, obviously, but on the whole, companies like Microsoft and EA are more interested in creating their own world of economies instead of enabling fans to create their own content. If you want to have a Star Wars themed Minecraft adventure, for example, there are dozens of servers and mods that can provide the experience you want. If you play the game on consoles, you can only buy certain skins and theme packs, no mods allowed. Maybe the evolution of Minecraft can be predicted by looking at the evolution of LEGO. Where LEGO once was a toolset to let you build all kinds of crazy things, LEGO now is mostly comprised of licensed sets that let you build very specific things and cost a hell of a lot of money. Maybe we will have to buy Star Wars theme packs for Minecraft in the future if we want to build a Death Star instead of going to a Star Wars server with Star Wars mods built by the community. Whatever Microsoft decides to do with Minecraft, I hope children growing up with Minecraft will create great experiences in the future and see gaming as more than a business. If Microsoft developed Minecraft initially, would it have mod support? Probably not. The more interesting question is whether future Minecraft projects will have it, and not just sell extra content like the console versions do. And I guess the question of what Microsoft will do with that potential responsibility is less interesting than how new experiences like Minecraft will shape the future of gaming. When Microsoft's chief executive was asked why his company bought Minecraft, he replied, "If you think about it, it's the one game parents want their kids to play." So Microsoft is keenly aware of what they bought. Let's just hope they are also aware of the responsibility that entails.